Hello, everyone. I hope that you are well today. We're going to look at the Essentia Modern Tarot deck by Christopher Lee. Now, this was a Kickstarter campaign that I backed a long time ago, 4 or 5 months ago, and I was supposed to receive it, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and I watched the tracking and it just sat for weeks and weeks. And I finally contacted the creator, Christopher Lee, and he immediately answered me back and said, yeah, your package unfortunately is stuck in customs. And so they said that if you haven't seen it within a month, that you can come back and file for a refund. And you guys, I was so disappointed. Like, I wanted to cry. But Christopher Lee, whose campaigns I will back all day long because of this awesome customer service, he emailed me back and he said, we're not going to do that. He said, best case scenario, you'll end up with 4 decks because I had ordered 2 of them. And worst case scenario, none of them will get to you and you'll have to file for a refund. He said, but I'm going to reship your order. And he did. And I had it within a week. So I'm so excited. This deck lives up to my expectations, and I really, really appreciate the customer service that came along with it, because it tells me that he really cares about what he's doing. And if he cares that much about a deck, I feel like it's worth having. It has a great energy to it. I think most of his decks do have an AI touch to them. He's got one that just finished that is all human drawn, and then another one that's kind of in the middle of the campaign. I feel like it's more AI generated, but still super cute, has that human touch to it. And if you like this deck, I know that you can get it by backing one of his other campaigns. So, and as far as I can tell, that's the only way to get it, because I think the Kickstarter, this particular one, looks like it's closed for late pledges. I could be wrong. You might be able to look it up. This deck follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system, and it doesn't deviate from the suits that Pamela Coleman Smith designed. That's what I look for in a Rider-Waite-Smith knockoff, if you will. I like them to stick to the original suite system, because otherwise I have to relearn 15 different things, and I'm just not at a point in my life where I care to do that. So I like it when they stick with the original system. And this deck is so easy to read. I feel like if you're an intuitive reader, this deck was like created for you specifically, because I think any new reader could just pick up and read this intuitively and just know what the cards mean. I feel like there's some good diversity within the deck as far as cultures, races, and especially the age thing. I think it's really interesting how the queens and the kings are actually represented by culturally a little bit older people, and that would indicate older and wiser, hopefully. So I thought that was really cool. The one card that disappointed me just the teeniest bit was the 3 of Cups, because I look at that as my friendship circle. So when I look at that card, I like to see lots of diversity in that card, and this one didn't have that for me. But the deck as a whole is just really quite stunning, as you can see from this flip through. So for those of you who are intuitive readers, this deck is going to be for you. I think the only way that you can get it is to go back one of his Kickstarters, but I hope I'm wrong. I don't know. Also, for me, being a country girl, this was a very urban-y deck, city deck, which is fine. I think that's the vibe he was going for, and I think, not being a city girl, that he definitely hit the nail on the head with that. The cardstock is a linen finish, which I love, and the cards are thin enough that they shuffle really nice, but they also have a great finish on them, making me think that the longevity will be really good. I'd really love to know what you all think about this deck. And remember, you are loved.